Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a craft day. Well, today we're going to be working on a little wreath for Mother's Day. It is the next holiday coming up, and we're going to be doing a bubble. We haven't done a bubble wreath in quite a while. There's a little bit of a change in this bubble from the ones we've done before. I'll share that with you when we get down in the wreath area. But I hope it will come out just fine. And then I have a little bit of a discussion I want to make because there's going to be some changes happening with my channel. And so when we're done looking at the wreath, hang in there, give me a chance to get back and talk to you about not terribly big change, but a little bit of something that's going to happen. Thanks for your cooperation with my sons visiting. One came 1 week, one came the week after. And the second son left on Tuesday morning, and very honestly, I was too tired to get a wreath or a video together to get up on Tuesday. So that's why we didn't have one on Tuesday. So I will be back down in the wreath room and we'll get busy on a Mother's Day bubble. See you in a bit. Okay, here we are. I have a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. And this is the mesh that I'm going to use to make the bubble. Now, this mesh says it's 21 inches by 30 feet. Now, usually it's 10 yards, which would be 36 feet. But I'm going to see if I can get around with this. What we're going to do is not make our bubbles quite so tight as we normally would. And I think I'll be able to get around the whole thing. But we'll see. Trust me, if you're seeing this video, I did. Be right there. Now, I've had this mesh for a while, so I'm not sure where I got it, but with that length in mind, I'm pretty sure this probably came from Michael's, because that's the only place I've ever seen mesh that is an odd size compared to what we normally have. I'm going to come down by one of the crossbars. I'll turn it over and we'll go around with a zip tie. Get it attached. I think mesh that is more than one color is the kind of mesh I like to use the most for bubbles. They just seem to look prettier, whether it's a stripe or a plaid or whatever. Okay, get your raw edges underneath. And we're just going to come back. Make a bubble. I'm taking half of a pipe cleaner and I'm going around the middle two wires. I think somebody's at the door. Hold on. Okay, now I did finish one section here. I have 3 in this section. Normally I would have 6, but I think it fills in quite nicely. So we're going to try that and see what happens. And, these are about 10-inch bubbles. Now with this one I'm just going to try to tie it to the crossbar. In the next section, and I'm going to bring it around this crossbar, and it just kind of holds it a little bit tighter. Okay. this mesh is soft. It's not hard on your fingers. And I'm not tying them together as much as I normally would because I want them to spread out in their own right and not be pulled so tight against the one before. Now there's 3 in the next section. It seems to be working fine. So let's go on. I have a grocery order coming shortly, so we may have another interruption. And let me see if I can get that one up on this crossbar. Here you go. You have to keep checking to make sure that you've got your raw edges down the bottom. And I'm pushing down with my thumb to keep it tight up against the frame. And then you want to go in with your fingers and fan them out. So, Mother's Day will be here before you know it. This is a perfect kind of wreath for a Mother's Day wreath. As we grow older, our mothers normally don't live in big, elaborate houses, and so this doesn't take up so much room. Some of our mothers may be in assisted living facilities, and this is perfect for that. It's just small enough that it doesn't take up the whole room, and yet very pretty. This is a pretty plaid. Now I have done I think three sections. Maybe I'm on the 4th. Yeah, and 3 bubbles in each section is filling in quite nicely. It's not as tight as I normally would make mine, but it looks really pretty, especially because it's the plaid. Raw edges down. If the raw edges aren't down, you won't be able to put your hands in and puff it out. That's why you want to keep the raw edges down. at that. I'm on the next section. Now this one I pull up close. I'll show you. And I'm going to go around this bar anywhere. It's just hooking it to that crossbar. Okay. Another nice big puff. Well, from putting 5 and 6 in each slot to putting 3 certainly does speed up the process. The only thing that there's a little bit of a detriment is this won't use up all the mesh. And that was one thing about a bubble wreath. It didn't leave me with extra leftovers. But it's not that bad once in a while. Look at that. Now I actually did the 3. I'm going to stick one more in here just to finish it off. Maybe. No, I don't think I will. So I'm going to cut this. And I left my scissors upstairs, so I will cut it with this. Push this through. Get a zip tie, go around. Zip tie it down. I'm I'm going to cut that off in just a minute. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So there are 6 sections in this frame, and I put 3 in each section. So that's 18 bubbles. And I would normally have twice as many, but it looks perfect. Look at that. All right, I'm going to get my scissors and some ribbon, and we're going to make a pretty bow for it. Back in just a second. Okay, I was looking for ribbon, and I came across this bow that we made the last time we did some bow making. I'm going to use this because it's just the kind of bow that looks good on a bubble wreath. You don't want anything that's terribly elaborate. You just need something that gives it a little bit of a boost. So let's see what we can do with this little bow. Isn't that pretty? And I think what I'm going to do is give it a little bit of color. It is for Mother's Day. So I'm going to put a few of these little irises around. And put one on the other side. There. How pretty. Let me go hang it on the wall and we can all see what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, there you go. Look at that. That is absolutely perfect. How pretty. And I love the little touch of flowers. Because bubble wreaths don't really lend themselves to a lot of decoration because of the bubbles. The decorations would get lost in the middle. But utilizing the bow is really pretty. And I have it up on my kitchen wall right now, which I think I'm going to leave it there. It doesn't really go with my Easter table, but it will go fine for spring and summer in my kitchen. I love it. Came out really good, and that goes to show you, you can use mesh that's not quite as long as the normal. So you can use your Michael's mesh if you find pretty colors. So there you go. Hang in there. I'll be right back with some discussion and an announcement. Be back in just a second. So what do you think? I think that came out perfect. And it had 18 bubbles as opposed to 32 or 34. So now that will depend on the mesh. This mesh is quite, well, I'm not say it's thick, but it doesn't show through. It's quite opaque, so that you can get away with a bigger bubble and fewer of them. If you have a mesh that is very see-through, you'd have to probably get them closer together. But I think it came out perfect, and I love the flower touch. It makes just the right statement for Mother's Day. So, because spring iris, okay. So anyway and anyhow, I just wanted to discuss a little something. This next month in May, I will be 78 years old. And very honestly, putting 3 videos up a week is getting a little bit overwhelming. I don't want to stop doing the videos. I love interacting with all of you. But I am going to cut back to 2 videos per week. And right now we'll do 1 craft video and 1 cooking video. And we can change that around depending on what people want to see. Right now I'm leaning towards video on Sunday and Tuesday. And this isn't unusual. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and many of them, the very famous influencers, as you might call them, do 2 videos a week. So 3 videos is just getting to be a little bit tough for me to handle. And so I'm going to start that beginning next week. So next week I will have a video this coming Sunday. And then I will have a video hopefully on Tuesday. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do Sunday, Tuesday, or Sunday, Wednesday. Let me know in the comments if you have any preferences or what's the best days for you to be able to see the videos. And I will try to accommodate that. In the meantime, I hope you all have a great afternoon. We're in the midst of watching the Masters. And it's kind of fun to watch. And isn't that golf course just beautiful? I hope they don't get rained out. There's some weather supposed to be coming in. But I hope you have a great afternoon. Enjoy your day, your evening, whatever day or evening it is. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool, whatever it is you need. And everybody make sure you play by the rules. Everybody play nice now. I'll see you Sunday. Love ya. Bye-bye.